Welcome everyone to Joomla Adding a Poll 140. My name's Justin Hawker and I'm with Code9Design.com. So obviously in this training we're going to show you how you can add a poll to your Joomla website. This is something that is built into the base functionality of Joomla. As far as prerequisites go, although this training is independent, it's a good idea to watch these videos in order if you can. And Joomla Overview 101 is our first training, followed by Editing Articles 110, Editing Menus 120, and Editing Your Front Page 130. So what we'll show you how to do, we'll show you how you can actually create the new poll, add the poll questions, and then we'll show you where you can go to place the poll on your site. So this should be a relatively short training. Let's go ahead and bring up the Joomla admin. So once you log in, you're going to go to Components, Polls. And this will show you a listing of all the polls on your site. You can see right now I have just a sample Joomla poll, and I could click on it to edit it. I can see how many votes it has and how many options. Options would be answers essentially. If I want to create a new poll, I'll click New. And under title, this is where we'll put our poll question. And we'll say, is Code9 Design the best web design company in the world? For alias, I would just leave that how it is. Lag, I'd leave that the same too. Published, we do want to select yes. If we left it unpublished, it would be in draft status. And over here under options is where we can put our answers. So we'll say yes and hell yes. Go ahead and click save. So now you can see we have that poll there. And if ever any time we need to go back in and edit it, we can do so. Now, placing the poll on the site is another story. To do that, we need to go into our module manager. And that's going to be under the extensions drop-down, module manager. And the poll is essentially a module in Joomla. There's a ton of different modules, and later on we'll have a training that will actually cover modules in more detail. But for this purpose now, we'll just look at the poll one. So within this list, we want to find the poll module, and we'll go ahead and click on it to edit it. And we got an option, do we want to show title? Title is just poll, so we'll leave that selected. We do want to enable this poll. And then under that is the position. Your site will have different positions built into it where you can assign modules. So you'll have to you'll kind of have to know what the different positions are that are available. If the web designer did a good job, generally they'll name them something obvious like left, right, bottom, along that lines. But it's not always that simple because sometimes there's more positions than just left and right. Another thing you can do too is you can look at, say, on this side I have this testimonials box over here in the left column. So I can find that and see what it's assigned to, and if I want the poll to go in the same column, then I can assign it to the same position. I'm going to go ahead and save the poll for now. And if we look at testimonials, we can see that the position it's assigned to is user 1. You can see under the position column. So we know we need to assign the poll to the same position. I'll go back in and edit the poll. And we're going to choose user 1 for position. And then we can adjust the order as well. Since there's multiple things assigned to user 1, we can kind of change the order in which they appear in that position. We're going to leave poll at number 5, which is last. Down below here is where we'll assign what pages do you want the menu to show, or the poll to show on. So right now, it's only going to show on the home page. If you want it to appear on every single page of the site, you can select all. But let's go ahead and we'll assign this to our About Us page. So then under parameters on the right, that's where you're actually going to select the poll. And this drop down is going to populate with the polls that you've set up, which we just did in the previous step. So I'm going to say I want that poll we just created. And we'll go ahead and save this. And we'll jump over to our regular site, refresh the home page here. Nothing should change because if you remember right, we assigned the poll to the About Us page. So it shouldn't be showing on the home page, which it's not. Let's go ahead and go to the About Us page and see if we can see our poll. Not showing up yet. Let me just do a refresh, make sure the page isn't cached. Okay. Let's go back in and find our poll, see what we did wrong. Got poll. It is enabled, yes. It's showing on the About Us page. Let's try adding it to the home page as well. And we'll apply this. Oh, and there's our poll showing up on the home page now. It's actually showing right now at the very top of our user 1 position. Let's see if it's showing on the About Us page. Not showing on the About Us page for some reason. But let's see if we can go ahead and adjust the position on user 1 there. So we're actually going to move it down under testimonials. So we'll, under order, put testimonials, and let's go ahead and hit apply. Go back and refresh the home page. Now it's shown at the very bottom of that column. So where we have our poll with our questions, we can vote. It'll take the user to a results page that kind of shows how many have voted and what percentage have voted for that answer. So that's how you add a poll. As part of your homework, go ahead and log into your site's admin and try creating a poll and try placing it on one of the pages of your site or all of the pages of your site. I want to thank everyone for viewing this training. Should you have any Joomla design needs or setup needs, please feel free to contact us at Code9 Design and we'll get you a quote. Thanks everyone.